something on the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to talk.
Would like to understand. We talk about the online program.
Most Venerable Dr. Sisaket and Most Venerable Sayadej Vongsopha.
Yeah.
Dr. Sisaket.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where is Dr. Hongsa?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him. Can he join us?
I think you and Sayadej, please
Yeah.
send chat room number and password.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't have his Facebook account. You know. I don't have connection with him actually. But he sometime appear to like me and to share my post. But he's not my friend, Facebook friend.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So you can share. You can you can share the ID meeting ID to him. Okay. And request him to join us to discuss about this today's topic.
I thought most Venerable Dr. Daosadeth gave this password for him already. I thought like that, right?
Did Ajahn Daosadeth share the ID meeting ID to him?
I will, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, please, Dr. Sisaket, please start to talk about the Dhamma, the basic Dhamma, to the large
lines. The
large
first.
generations.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone, devotees and colleagues, and every dear friends. Especially, I would like to say respect to the most vulnerable, every most vulnerable who watching our live stream today. So I'm very happy and very proud, but I'm very exciting today because this evening, right? This evening, most vulnerable Dr. Daosadeth sent message to me that okay, Banduji, most vulnerable Sayadej want us to join
Dhamma discussion.
Yeah, like to join Zoom and then discussion about the online Dhamma, Dhamma online. You say like that. So that is very useful for devotees and for people who want to learn about the Buddhism. So like today, so I met students from India also and from Thailand. They came to visit me in the evening around 7 o'clock. That time it was very heavy raining, so they cannot go anywhere. So they asked about the online, their online discussion about the online. So I think yes, right now everyone use computer, use mobile phone, and especially internet. That is online. Online, what does mean online? Online is communication. Everyone use, especially like our group Dhamma today. We want to see our face each other, and then we can call by online. Yeah, that is useful. Online, if we use properly, it is very, very important or significant for our life. If we don't know how to use online, that is big problem. Because when we post something, so many people different thinking. Yeah, so they have to share their idea, but we have to accept their idea also. When they are complaining, everything we have to think about that one. If we think about that complaint, we cannot sleeping. Like a Buddha said that, okay, if you think about the past, if you think about the future, you don't think about the present, that is will be suffer. So online for me is very, very useful.
But nowadays we have some comments about the social media or about the online. Some Lao youth they use online wrong way. For example, they share the fake news to their friends on the Facebook or on the social media. In Buddha, in Buddhist ways, how to tell them, because some people they believe really quickly. How to tell them?
See, I would like to tell all the people who watching our live stream like that. Every news, every information is very useful for everyone, but it's dangerous for everyone. Yeah. So when they post some news, sure, everyone have to use their idea because they're thinking we cannot control things. Like Buddha said, thinking is like a monkey, right? If you can control your thinking, it means you can meditation. That is your near, like you become to be enlightenment. You become to be like a Shota or Anakami, something like that, attend to the supreme, like that. So we cannot say that, okay, this is fake news, this is good news. We cannot say, but we have to consider about that news. Which one is good for our thinking? That new is useful, that new is real, that new is fake. We have to think about ourselves. That if we know that new is fake, we should not share to the other people. We should not. Just only break and then reading and then consideration about that news.
So how can we distinguish between the fake? How can we differentiate between the fake news and the true news?
Yeah, sometimes that is a problem because we cannot recognize, right? About that fake, this real news, we cannot recognize that. But we have to think about that new. Like vipassana, right? Vipassana, if we meditation, and then we ask question. Anyone ask, okay, I went to that vipassana monastery, and then that master said that, okay, you have to follow me, something like that. But we cannot say that. Vipassana, we just sitting and meditation, consider our form, right? This one also fake news. Fake news, we cannot say that. For me, I have to consider by myself that, okay, we have to ask the people who near that news first, who near what that happened place first. We have to ask.
So can we apply mindfulness to be mindful before we share something?
Yeah,
we have to think first. We have to be mindful first.
Correct.
And we have to seek for the real information first before sharing something. It is that we have to say that the Dhamma from Buddhist point of view, that we can apply mindfulness or sati in Pali in order to apply into using social media.
Videos. Yeah.
I think so.
That is correct. We have to have we have to consider about mindful.
Yeah.
If you don't have a mindfulness, that is a big problem. Correct.
Okay, it's good. So, okay, the most venerable Dr. Sisaket tell us how to use social media by consideration. And the most venerable Sayadej Vongsopha, when we use the social media, we start by the mindfulness or state. So, okay, mindfulness, when we use mindfulness, they tell the people, tell the face who use the Facebook, right? Some page, they write something is very, it's nearly true. It's nearly true, but it's not true. It is important how to tell them. We use the, I think we use the higher Dhamma, higher Buddha teachings.
I think what we would like to apply to this point is that we have to tell them about the 5 precepts, because to spread the fake news is a kind of to tell lie, you know.
Yeah.
5 precepts is useful to use it, but how people believe, how to encourage people to observe, to believe in 5 precepts. We have to say something about the bad result, the evil result for someone who break the rule, someone who violates the 5 precepts. People nowadays, people don't, they are not afraid of anything, they don't afraid of the hell. They don't believe in hell and heaven. They don't believe in it. They just do something for fun,
Okay. If the people they say the fake news or fake pages, I think they break the 5 precepts, right? And they tell they tell the lies to the people, to their friends in their Facebooks, right? So okay, they will get sin or get the bad thing and unwholesome. Unwholesome from life, I think. It is but nowadays the people they believe the most people, the most generation, they believe the fake news than true news. Yeah. Many people they say about the fake news to the social media. And so okay, especially the Lao society, society. Yeah,
Yesterday I have discussion with Venerable Dr. Daosadeth. What is true? They believe that is fake. But what is fake? They believe is true. That's something wrong happen in Lao society nowadays. Not only in our society, in the world maybe. So in order to be recognize what is right, what is wrong, what is fact, and what is true, I think we have to develop mindfulness and to apply the Buddha's teaching. Yeah, to make a pause. I mean to stop first before we doing something. At first, we have to control our sense. Our sense mean the eyes, ear, something like this. We have to control our sense. The eyes sense door, the ears sense door. Come back to ourselves. Otherwise, we will be, influenced by what is happening, especially the news, especially the fake news that nowadays spread very widely, not only in Lao society, is global spread.
The global spread.
Yeah, because what we see nowadays, internet is very powerful. Anyone can access globally.
But most vulnerable. But for me, I cannot stop their thinking. I cannot stop their sharing about the news. I cannot say like that.
Yeah,
but we can give their suggestion for them. Yeah, because now social is the pandemic around the world, right? It's like a COVID-19. Yeah, it's like it's the same. Social.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Social is very important. So we can keep their advice or recommend them about how to use the social media like it. But for me, I would like to give them for education.
Yeah. Good.
Education, if they have education, yeah, they can think about that news. Some people they don't think about the
I agree with you.
fear.
Yeah. Yesterday
so
I discussed with.
Have education.
Sorry. Yesterday I discussed with Ajahn Daosadeth that mostly Lao people, they don't want to read. They just they just judge something by seeing. Just look at the picture.
Yeah.
They don't care about anything. They don't care about information that written. They are lazy to read, actually.
Yeah. So okay, we can that means the first, if we read more, we can know, we can derive the real informations where they from. I think the second, we should think, we should check page where form is.
Check.
I think check. Yeah, we have to check pages or social media where social media is from, and we can know some pages. When we check the pages, we don't know.
We don't know who is responsible for that page, right?
Yeah. I think so. Okay, for example,
correct.
We can know who control our conversation like this, the Dhamma social media that we talk. The Ven.Sayadej Vongsopha control, I think.
I organized this for for English page, English for Buddhism and communication. Yeah.
That means that when we know the root, we call the good root and we call the bad root too. The fake news, that means the bad root. Good news,
but for me,
the good root from the people and tell the people too. Yeah. And the second step, I would like to add the most venerable Dr. Sisaket and the most venerable Sayadej Vongsopha. The people, they always post the hate speech nowadays. Okay, hate speech. I think that they post the hate speech. That means the
most venerable sir. Not only the people. Sometimes I also do that. Sometimes we delude. Sometimes we are deluded by our emotion.
Yeah.
But mostly when I post is for for the for Buddhist point of view. When I see somebody do something wrong in Buddhism especially, I consider that Buddhism is for general people, not only for individual. That's why when I post something, I consider it as not only individual problem, but for general problem, for all. That's why sometimes I express my opinions, my point of view on I share my comments, my opinions on the Facebook. Sometimes it's very, you know, aggressive and very strong. Somebody cannot accept what I did, and it's
Okay. This
What
topic
did you post?
and Dr.
But
Sisaket. Okay,
it,
hate speech and true speech. Which one
yeah.
is different? Which one is different? Yeah, because the true speech sometimes when the people read is
Oh,
quite strong, but they tell the truth. Hate
oh,
speech, yeah, I think is we can separate true
see,
speeches, two speeches. Hate speech like
see, yeah. It
bad thing.
usually, it
Yeah,
usually
Dr. Sisaket,
we can,
can tell hate speech
yeah,
and true speech.
yeah. Okay, okay. See, for me, right? You have two parts of the posting about the information to the uh, social media. So yeah, has speech and then true speech, right?
Yeah.
Two. See, we have two kind of sin and profit, right? We have two kind, right? One is yeah, one is good, one is bad, like the sin. So how can we control them? That I told you, we cannot control them, but we can control ourselves. We have
Yeah.
to use our mindfulness. We cannot control another people idea, but if they're sitting in front of us, and then we can recommend them, okay, you have to consider about this new, because this new is very high speed, very fast. That's only post. They don't think about the cool. They don't think about the fake. They don't think about the real news. They don't think. That's only when they hear, when they heard, and then they just only post. So we is the person who, how can we, if we say eating, we can say we eat, but we cannot say like that, right? We cannot say like that. We have to use like most vulnerable Sayadej Vongsopha said that we have to use our mindfulness. Yeah, mindfulness is very useful for all of people. But for me, I use the education to control everything, because education is changing our mind. Education changing our life. Change everything. You have to thinking about the social media. Okay, this social media is not good. You have to think, because you is educated. You is not uneducated person. Only uneducated person cannot thinking it's the true, is the not true, like that. So if we have educated, we have to think which one is useful, which one is lessful. That's it. Yeah. Education, we have. Philosophy, we also have, right? If you know, you can control about your mind. That is the one step you can become to be enlightenment. You see? Correct. If you cannot control your mind, you have thinking, because our mind thinking, we cannot control everything. Social media also, every people, they post, right? So the one thing, we have to have education, and then we have to use mindfulness. And fourth part is the good way that Buddha teaching. This is philosophy of the Buddha. If you want to become enlightenment immediately, you can follow the noble truth. Right. That is the first step of the Buddha teaching. Yeah. And then second, why Buddha teaching eightfold paths? Because he saw so many people don't have, cannot study, something like that. And then so many people uneducated person, and then they respect the tree, they respect the God, and every God they respect. So sometimes we cannot control, but that is belief. But if in Buddhism we believe the truth, which one is truth? We have to consider it like that. But the one thing, our mentor.
Our mentor?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
mentor.
okay.
It's correct, right?
Yeah,
But
okay.
for me, I had to use the education because education can change everything. Yeah.
That means that
Education. Yeah,
we
like
have to
that.
study. We have to
So
know.
so
We have
many educator, they gave the meaning of education. So many we have to reading. Yeah. Reading, and then we compare about the Dhamma. Yeah. If we compare about the Dhamma, like matching each other, the first step, the first step of education where the first step is the primary school, right?
Yeah.
The second step, secondary school. The third step is bachelor. First, but the main point of the youth for the youth, like the bachelor, master, and PhD. If you finish 3 levels of education, that you can change your life.
Yeah, okay.
It's not change just only life. Everything, environment, and social media and everything, because we can communicate with each other all the world.
Oh.
Why we use education? If we don't have education, we just only religion.
Pante, Doctor, Venerable Sisaket, how, what level of education should we have to distinguish the fake news and the true news on social media? So we have to get a doctor degree in order to understand
No.
social
It's
media
not.
very well.
No. It's not like that, but it's not like that. See, I would like to compare about the level in Buddhism. We have 3 level, right?
Okay.
But in the in education, they have 3 level also. But for thinking about the social media, we have education. Everyone have education. Right. The first, we start from the primary school. That is the first step of education. It's not for the, okay, you finish PhD degree, that is education. No. But if you finish education, but you do not developing attitude, you do not developing behaviors, you do not developing recognize, that is everything bankrupt. Right? Attitude is very useful for everyone. If you finish higher level, you should be, you should be gender.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. We have to start from good attitude, good
Correct.
understanding. Yeah. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
So attitude, what does mean of attitude? Attitude show about action.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, if example, if you become to be a monk for a long time, but how about your action?
Yeah.
How about your, because action sometimes you show for the people like very bad. You thinking you know about the precept, but when you recognize some problem about the Buddhism, so you don't know how to say, okay, this rule you wrong for this rule. This rule you is correct, but you cannot thinking. So what will you do? If you walking, because when you walking, you walk, when you see, okay, I'm sorry, when you see the dog, you kick the dog. That is bad action, right? So you should not do like that, because attitude, you can control your attitudes. Attitude is the first step of our behaviors. After that, what does it mean of behavior? Behavior we show about feeling, right? Feeling for what? Okay, like me and Dr. Daosadeth, when we see okay, feeling, hey, I don't like him. Example. When I see most vulnerable Sayadej,
Yeah.
so I said, okay, I don't like him, like it. So we cannot, so we feel like that because we have to control our mind. We have to, it means like one subject they said, peaceful. Yeah, peace. Yeah, we have to peaceful. Buddha said that, okay, you have to thinking about how can ahimsa, right? Ahimsa, it means like a peace. Yeah. So it's not only Buddha thinking like that. Mahavira also, he thought like that. He said, okay, ahimsa is the good way. So in our Buddhism also, right? We have education. Everyone have education. So we have to thinking about the three attitudes, behavior, recognize. Recognize, what does mean of recognize? Recognize, we have to remember about the, yeah.
Most Venerable Bhante, you talk like you are a great philosophy, great philosopher now. You know, you use a very high term, you know. I'm not sure whether the audience understand us or not.
Yeah, but I
So please make your language very simple, very plain, you know, plain English for other audience can understand very well. So as I observe what you have just mentioned, now I can conclude that what you mentioned mostly is about education, mindfulness, and the normal eightfold paths, and you know focus on attitude. Yeah, most of your points I strongly agree with you, especially attitude. Attitude we can develop from education, from reading, from observing other people. Maybe if I correct.
You like a psychology,
Yeah.
something like that. We can observe that. I mean that I would like to show that between education and control about the social media.
Yeah,
if you have the if you have enough education, you can thinking everything. Yeah, you can thinking about the feeling. What they are posting on Facebook, you have to thinking that is a feeling. Show that you're feeling like that. So I give one example. One vipassana man. At that time, he's sitting inside the park. Yeah, and then when he saw me, and then he said, "Bante, Bante, come here, please." He saw me, and then I sitting there. I sit near him, and then he said, "Banteji, you see all people walking around on the lake, and then I think that they are very, very suffering." He said that very suffer. So I asked him, "How do you know they are suffer? How do you know they are suffering? Who is suffering? You suffering. So you should not think like that." I said, you have to consider it by yourself. See. That's I want to show that people, whatever they are sitting here, they thinking the other people. Why they don't thinking themselves? So how can they control about the social media? Correct. So if you want to control social media, you have to control about your mind. That most vulnerable.
Yeah. I agree with you. In order to conquer other people, we have to conquer ourselves first.
Yeah.
That is the Buddha's teaching.
Correct.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So me also, I try to conquer myself also. I want to conquer myself. I want to win. Why I want to win? Because example of Banteji, when I doing when I was studying PhD in India, right? One thing that is big problem for me, pronunciation.
Yeah.
But I think your pronunciation is very good, you know. Your pronunciation is okay. I understand very well.
Right now, Banteji.
But your accent is, seem to be like an Indian actor. You are very active. You're very active, you know what, for what we are talking now. Anyways, yeah, very good, very good. Very
oh,
active.
yeah, because
It's really
like
important. Dr. Sisaket, he got finished the PhD from the Mysore University. So okay, he just left India for a few weeks.
Few weeks.
So
that's why he act like Indian actor.
yeah. It's
somehow
yeah.
it's automatic going, right? It's automatic. Like,
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't know.
No problem.
Next time, Dr. Sisaket will act like the Indian actor too. So okay, the second step we talk about the half speech and true
Okay,
speech.
okay.
Dr. Sisaket tell us about how to know the half speech and the true speech. So okay, that means that we have to develop our mind. We have to educate by ourselves, like by studying, by thinking. And the it is the first step how to know the hate speech and the true speech. And the third level we have to talk about the nowadays social media, how to build good society by the social media, how to build, because then many people nowadays they are follow us, they they follow us. So okay, how to build uh, our our good society to by social media, how to build. Okay, I think it's important.
For me, I just observe from many of Lao monks,
Yeah,
they create their own page for spreading the Dhamma.
yeah,
Short
okay.
Dhamma talks and Dhamma for society, especially Ajahn Venerable Dr. Daosadeth, he has one Dhamma, 1 minute Dhamma.
Yeah.
And for me, I have many pages as well. I have many
Yeah.
pages for teaching English, Pali language, Chinese, and Lao Buddhism, and Dhamma reflection. And for sometime I create the page for the temple as well. Many pages, more than 20 pages I created. So I don't have my my free time. Any time I work for social media without payment, non-profit.
Correct.
Yeah. But I enjoy doing it. This is the way I spread the Dhamma through social media. And sometimes, if we use it in useful way, for example, for me in the past, I use social media for fundraising. For example, when I wanted to build kuti or a living quarter for a monk or toilet or uh, school construction. I can, spread just the news to make merit to the people, and then many lay people join. That is the very constructive way to use social media. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. I would like to say that is good spoon, like a great spoon for you if you create a new page for donation for searching a fund. Like it is good, Mandeji. But for me, why I don't want to create so many page books and so many page. I don't like, because for me, I am like a happy monk, Vandeji. I don't want to seriously. So when I post, when I post something, I would like to share like, okay, I want all people smiling. I don't want people. I don't want people like seriously, but I want people happy. Why is it happy? Happy for the Dharma. Because if we, how can I say, we follow for the Dharma, we can happy our natural, our life, and then we can join in every a program with them, something like that. So I don't want to create so many places like that. So when I saw a most vulnerable light skin and everything, I say, okay, I'm proud of them because they can do, and then they have to do. Like a Buddha said, if you like, you have to do by yourself. Who want to do instead of you? No one. You have to do it by yourself. You have to create by yourself. You give the good Dhamma to the people. One thing, if one people can accept your knowledge, can accept your mind, and then that is useful for you. Like a Buddha, he hold some the leaf and then say that, okay, the leaf in our hand, we can help just only this. The other people, how can we help them? So like that, I think like that, Banteji. So I don't want to become a great people, no. But I think that I'm very proud of all the most vulnerable can spread the Dhamma to the social. I'm proud of.
That means
one day most vulnerable Sisaket.
Yep.
You want to hide yourself? You want to hide yourself from society? So that when you're famous, and then you want to leave the temple, people may not know. I know, you know. I know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So see.
Okay. And anyway, I'm happy with you. I know you're a happy monk because every time when you say something, you have a very big smile, you know, laughter. Wherever you go, you create a laughter for other people to be, you know, happy. I believe. So I would like most venerable Ajahn Daosadeth to conclude for some point that we have discussed so far.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dr. Sisaket tell us about the view good society by the social media. So okay, we will start by ourselves, by our mind, by our chitta. So it's important for the people. For example, the most venerable Sayadej Vongsopha, Lao monks, Lao Buddhist monks always created the pictures Dhamma to Lao society, like the many pictures, good pictures to build our society. So okay, my friend in Facebook, today we are very happy with Dr. Sisaket. He got graduate PhD from the Mysore University. For a few days, he will back his temple.
To the temple.
We
remaining just only 2 days.
Okay. So okay, how do you our society by social media? So okay, we start by ourselves. If we post good thing to the people, so okay, our society, our social media post good things or real thing, not hate speech, true speech to the people. They will know the good thing from ourselves, for our mind. So okay, it's important. Everything we start by ourselves, by our mind, I think. And the most venerable Sayadej, can you give some mention?
For me today is very honored to invite both of you to come to join the discussion. Most venerable two of the, you know, doctorate degree monks from graduate from India and graduate from international institution. It's a very honor for us, for especially for the page English for Buddhism and communication. It's such a long time that I didn't, you know, that I haven't organized the discussion, especially Dhamma discussion, to their page, because I have been a little bit busy nowadays. So today we have to discuss on the topic, the Dhamma and social media, because today, nowadays there are many, fake news that appear or spread through social media to Facebook, and most of the people they consume, you know, Facebook everywhere, and sometimes the news and information is overwhelm our brain.
Correct.
Some people, they are crazy because of the news, uh, and people they know when they see some people posting something, especially about their success, and
Yeah, yeah,
they envy, they're jealous and whatever.
yeah, yeah,
That is
yeah,
the
yeah.
How to say, it is something that the overload of emotion, yeah,
Correct.
to our mind. So in order to to use properly social media, I think mindfulness is very important. Mindfulness is very important, and I agree
Correct. Correct.
with most of Dr. Sisaket, who just graduated from India.
Yeah.
He
Thank you
mentioned
very much.
many points in especially about philosophy and Buddhist teaching, and Ajahn Daosadeth, he also mentioned about the true and hate speech that we have to differentiate. We have to beware about this. We have to be aware. Sorry, we have to be aware
Aware.
about this. Whenever we will share something to social media, we have to consider first and to be mindful first. Because, and what I mentioned about this is also precept is also very important.
Correct.
Not only mindfulness, five precept is important, because when we share something not true, it
Correct.
means that we violate or break the five precept.
Correct.
When we break the five precept, of course, we will, you know, bear the the bad result.
That
Bad result.
result.
Akusala kamma. We create something that akusala kamma, something that very
Correct.
very bad for ourselves also. That is the way of wrongdoing or akusala kamma. Then,
Mhm.
and at the
Oh,
same time, I would like to suggest people also on social media. There are many good things, especially the Dhamma teaching.
Correct. Correct.
Good lesson you can learn from social media, Dhamma and the success story from other people.
Correct.
Yeah, that is what I
People
want to
get
say.
happier.
Yeah, yeah. So what happened? What happened now? Wow. Now is the time to stop. Now is the time to stop because it's time to stop. So I would like to end up the meeting now. Um, see you next.
watching us.
And then just now my internet connection is is very slow. My internet
Okay.
connection disconnect. Sorry.
You feel
Yeah, yeah, no problem. I think
again.
that my internet is finished.
Okay, okay. So just now we can conclude. We can say goodbye and to say goodbye to the audience because now is
Okay, for me, my friend in Facebook, when we use the social media, we will start from ourselves,
okay. Okay.
and your Facebook can tell yourself, can tell your mind.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I agree.
bad thing if you say the fake news or you use the hate speech to the people, they tell us your inside is the bad, like it is bad. So okay, but when you use the true speech, when you use the true thing post to the people, that means that you mind, you are realize, you mind, true thing to the people. That means that you are awakened one to the people. So okay, First, we start from ourselves. Everything.
Correct.
We can build our society by our mind, by our good thing, from inside to out. Okay? So this is
For me, I
thank you.
For me, I thank you very much for Ajahn Daosadeth, who, who remind me last month about my emotion. Sometimes when I have a bad emotion, I would like to, I sometimes comment or share something on the Facebook. He said that I spread my emotion, to the Facebook. So on that day, I would like to say thank you to him, actually. Okay, thank you to Venerable Daosadeth. So today I think is enough for us, and thank you very much, both of you, most Venerable Doctor.
Dr. Sisaket, the new doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate as well for Venerable Dr. Sisaket, who is the lecturer or teacher at Sankha College. He just graduated from India. And I hope one day I would like to get doctorate degree, the same as
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for
bye-bye.
Everything like a live stream today. Thank you for most wonderful Dr. Daosadeth and audience. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's it. Thank you.